Hello, welcome. Today we're talking about this beautiful 2022 Toyota Supra. This is a 3.0. When the Supra was redesigned and reintroduced for the 2020 model year, the output was 333 horsepower, or right around 330 horsepower. Then I think it was the following year, or maybe it was 2020, I think it was 2021, they actually upped the horsepower to a little over 380 horsepower. So if close to 400 horsepower, this thing is one amazing machine. The Supra is one of the shortest wheelbase, widest track vehicles on the road. Unbelievable handling. I think some of the car magazines got it close, if not over, about 1G on the skid pad, which is pretty amazing. I've had a chance to get behind the wheel of many of these Supras, and maybe after we're done with this video, towards the end of it, we'll take this one up for a quick spin. You know, handling is amazing. This thing is absolutely sublime in the corners, and straight line acceleration is quite amazing as well, of close to 400 horsepower, and it sounds really nice too. Let me rev the engine a little bit. You have this drive mode selector right here. Right now it's in normal mode. You can see it's pretty quiet. It meets the exhaust a little bit more. You know, it'll drive in a more economical manner, but when you put it in sport mode, you'll notice that will hold out the gears longer before it changes the gears. So I'll shift closer to red line. It will firm up the steering, and more importantly, it will add a little bit more bass and sound to the exhaust system, and it's one really nice sounding exhaust system. This one is very nicely equipped with features, as most of the 3.0 Supras are equipped. A beautiful leather interior. We have a JBL audio system, a beautiful carbon fiber trim, 8-speed automatic transmission, power and heated front seats. Of course, we have a navigation, rear parking camera. This one has 17,148 miles. It's a clean Carfax vehicle, one owner clean Carfax vehicle from sunny California. Beautiful shape inside and out. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all with this condition of this Supra. It's gorgeous, and it looks absolutely beautiful in black on black. Even though the Supra platform is based on the BMW Z4, I know a lot of people might be surprised, but when Toyota went back to the drawing board to reintroduce the Supra, they actually partnered with BMW to develop it. So it's basically the engine, the drivetrain, the transmission. A lot of the running gear is borrowed from the BMW Z4, but this thing has a completely different personality. You'd really have to take a close look at it to see the similarities. I actually did a video not too long ago comparing the Z4 and the Supra, and they do feel very, very different. Definitely different and very distinctive personalities. They look completely different as well. When you're on the inside and you look at some of the switches and buttons and stuff, you can see a little bit of BMW DNA in there. But like I said, this thing very much has its own personality. And I think it's definitely worthy of the legendary Supra name. Looks like I might have added some aftermarket strut tower braces. This just increases the torsional rigidity of the vehicle to prevent it from bending and flexing in the corners, further improving the handling, and not a bad thing at all for a vehicle like this. I love the creases and curves in the Supra. I mean, you can just spend all day just admiring the beautiful lines on it. You have this really cool double bubble roof. They did a beautiful job on the Supra. Absolutely stunning vehicle indeed. We have some great promotions going on right now. Complimentary delivery to Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. We can put this on our car hauler, so over a mobile delivery service, this beautiful Supra could be all yours without leaving your neighborhood or even your driveway. Contact us for more information. All right, here we are taking a little spin in this 2022 Supra. There's a little toddler playing and making a lot of noise. So I figured a good time to get behind the wheel and take a video. Of course, I have it in sport mode. The only way to drive a vehicle like this, of course. Maybe if you're in stop and go traffic or commuting on a cold, rainy morning, maybe you'll put it in regular mode. But for the fun stuff, you always have to have a vehicle like this in sport mode. Even though it has fantastic paddle shifters on the steering wheel, it actually does a pretty good job figuring out what gear to put it in. So a lot of times I just let it do its thing and shift gears on its own. But if you do like playing around with paddle shifters and shifting gears yourself, the 8-speed automatic transmission definitely is up for that. I guess one thing that you really noticed behind the wheel of the Supra is at how low to the ground you are. And obviously when you're designing a vehicle to be a pure sports car, and this is as pretty much as pure as you can get for a sports car, front engine, rear wheel drive, 2 seats, to have the best handling you have to have a super low center of gravity. So this thing is just, it feels like my derriere is maybe only a couple feet off the ground, but visibility is still really good. Even behind me, I would have no issues spending all day in this thing. What a beautiful July day. It's about 75 degrees out, lovely blue skies. What a wonderful day to drive a fantastic sports car like this, a Supra. It's getting close to rush hour, so hopefully traffic is not too bad. This thing absolutely flies. I'm not breaking the speed limit. I'm just fast acceleration right around 60 miles an hour and I'm backing off. But this thing is absolutely sublime in the corners and for acceleration. And as you might have heard, it sounds amazing too. And then it has no problem at all kicking down in the gears. So if you're just putting along and you just put the hammer down, you floor it, there's no guesswork. It knows exactly what gear to put it in. And in the sport mode, it holds the gears out a little bit longer, and then it figures out, okay, he's just doing easy, does his driving, then he puts it in a higher gear. I also love the snap, crackling, and popping from the exhaust. Definitely adds to that performance driving experience. And then the way it goes around corners, it is like it's on rails. Whoa. Yeah, really fun car to drive. I have to be careful, I might get myself in trouble. You might too. So this car is not for the faint of heart. You need to have personal restraint in this thing, because it just begs you to be a bad boy in a lot of circumstances. I'm a pretty conservative driver, but I can see just after being behind the wheel for 5 minutes, I can feel my bad side coming out. And I already got a ticket last year. It was my first ticket in like 17 years, so I don't want another one, so I got to be careful. Well, that pretty much sums up our little spin around the block in this 2020 Supra 3.0. One amazing sports car. If you want to experience an amazing automobile, something that has some of the best handling out there, as well as brisk acceleration, a wonderful sounding turbocharged inline 6 engine, get behind the wheel of a GR Supra, you'll be very impressed. Thanks for watching, hope to see you soon, and have a wonderful day.